Alright, so story time. I get called out today, Saturday. And I'll look at my ticket and everything like that, and I have to go pick up a raccoon. So I call my customer. Let's just call her Miss Johnson. I say, yeah, Miss Johnson, I'm heading to your house. I'm gonna go pick up that raccoon. I gotta swing by and pick up some extra traps. She tells me that she thinks the other trap is set off, so I gotta get 2 traps. Anyway, I go and do that and head to her house, and I go over and I start looking, and sure enough, there's a raccoon and a possum. So I get both of them, and I realize that, crap, the back of my truck is just filled with all kind of shit. So I start moving all my shit around and start making it to where I can fit these 2 animals in there. And I'm throwing stuff and what have you. And I go and get the raccoon, who is just covered in mud, but that's a completely different story. And then I go get the possum, and I set them down by my truck, and I take out the 2 traps that I have. And long about that time, one of her neighbors comes up, and he's like, "Who are you?" And I tell him, "I'm Isaacs. I'm coming to pick up some. I got a call out here, and I'm just coming to get these." He's like, "Are you supposed to be here?" Now, keep in mind, I'm in my full, pest control regalia, in my pest control truck, everything. It couldn't be more obvious what I'm doing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here, all right. And he asked me again. He's like, "Well, what are you doing?" And I look at him, and I'm like, "Is this guy fucking serious?" I just kind of stopped for a second. I look down at the raccoon and the possum, and I just tell him, I'm stealing Miss Johnson's raccoon and possum." And he's like, "Does she know you're here?" I'm like, yeah, she knows I'm here." And he's like, "Well, I'm going to call the cops if you don't get out of here." I'm like, "Okay, well, you do that." You have fun with that one. So I get the raccoon and the possum down in my truck, and I noticed the dude's staring at my truck and everything. I'm like, well, okay, whatever. So I get them loaded up, and I have to head back to the office to go gas them. And so I get to the office, take the raccoon out, and start hosing off the trap and hosing him off, because I don't want mud and all kind of shit in the gas chamber. Long about that time, and I shit you not, a cop pulls up. He's like, "Hey." I'm like, oh my fucking God, this guy really did call the cops on me. Holy shit. I'm like, "Hey." He's like, "Yeah, I got a call about, the pest control truck being at this lady's house, stealing some animals." I'm like, the fucking... I was like, "Nah, bruh. Yeah, I was just coming to pick up this possum and raccoon, and then I had to come back and gas." I was like, "How the hell did you even find me?" He's like, "Well, he told me the name of the company, so I was coming by here to check, and your license plate matches the one." I'm like, dude, seriously. And I showed him my ticket and everything. I was like, that guy needs to chill the fuck out. I mean, that's awful. That's ridiculous. He's like, yeah. He's like, "Man, I'm sorry." He's like, "So you got to kill them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got to gas them. Anything we catch, we got to kill." And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, well, yeah, I really don't think anybody is stealing possums and raccoons. So he's like, you're all good, man. I'm like, thanks. Thanks for letting me know that I'm all good. But yeah, you have a nice day, officer. And he's like, yeah, sorry about all that. I'm like, you know, what the fuck ever. Some people are just absolutely ridiculous. I guess it's good that he was looking out for his neighbor, but I mean, come the fuck on. Seriously? It couldn't be more obvious what I was doing and everything, but, you know, whatever. So I had a run-in with the cops today for stealing a possum and a raccoon. But that's Isaac's story time for you. I know I haven't been making any videos. Just not feeling Anima. Been working on my smithing and my other stuff, but I'm still sticking around here and there. But I know some things have happened that I haven't made videos on, and I need to. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, y'all have a good one.